For all your action figure needs, check out Big Bad Toy Store for action figures ranging from wrestling to movies to video games to superheroes and much more. Link is in the description below. Hey guys, welcome to Wrestling Figure Wednesday. Today I'm going to be reviewing the WWE Elite Series 20 Chris Jericho action figure. So first, let's take a look at him in the box. As you can see up close, Chris Jericho is here in his signature pose, where he has his arms out that we all know him well for. He's wearing his pretty cool entrance coat that actually glows in the dark, which I'll show you guys later, so that's really neat. On the box it just has his name, his picture of him wearing his coat that the figure is based off of, the Elite Collection logo, and it says the highly detailed action figure with authentic ring attire. And at the top up here you could see that he is from Series 20 of the Elite line. So now let's take a look at the side. At the side here it's just the WWE logo, the Elite Collection logo, the same image of Chris Jericho on the front, along with it saying that he comes with his jacket that glows in the dark, so it's pretty neat. On to the back here, it has all of his bio, his same picture that's seen all over the package, along with his stats about his height and weight, his signature moves, and some of his career highlights. The set also includes John Cena, CM Punk, Cody Rhodes, Santino Marella, and a flashback Christian from back from the Attitude Era, which is pretty cool. At the bottom it shows the new basic Raw ring for any of you that collect those. I guess that's an updated ring as far as I know. Not sure, as I don't collect those specific rings. I like the official scale ones, so but if you're into those, that shows, I believe, a new one, so that's pretty cool. And just has a basic Mattel and WWE info at the bottom, along with the Elite logo, Series 20, all that stuff. So lastly, looking at the other side, it's just his name. Tells you it comes with his jacket and the WWE logo, so, and Series 20 at the top. That's just to help you when you're looking on the shelf to see if he's there or not. So it's pretty cool that they made it easy for you to locate them on the shelf without having to really dig through all the packages on the peg. So that's pretty nice. Alright, so now let's take him out of the package. Alright guys, so here we have the Elite 20 Chris Jericho out of the package. What's pretty cool is he does have his jacket here that does actually glow in the dark. I haven't tried it yet, but I'll show you guys that later in the review if it works, which I've seen pictures that it does, so that's a really neat feature Mattel put on him. But the only drawback to this figure so far is that his jacket is rubber, so you can't really pose him in this, which is kind of annoying, but it's a thinner rubber, so maybe you can a little bit. I don't want to force it, I don't want to rip it, as I heard his jacket is a little fragile, so be careful. Also, I'll show you later about another thing I noticed I don't really like, but overall the figure's really cool and it's nice to have a new Chris Jericho in the Elite line, so let's take a look at him up close. So first, looking at his head sculpt, he has a smirking scan. It looks pretty much like him, in my opinion. I think they did a good job. He's got his hair sort of slicked back a little bit, however you want to call that hairstyle. But it looks good. They have lots of detail in his hair, which is nice. So it's a nice looking figure. He has a typical ball jointed head, so that's nice, like all the Elites do. Going down now to his torso, he has a nice smooth chest joint, which is good for posing. It's not too stiff, so that's good. Going down to his waist, he has a swivel joint on his waist, so you could turn him easily. He's not stiff or showing any restriction like older Elites, so it's nice. You can see the detail on his tights here, which is pretty cool. They did a nice job. It goes all the way around, as I'll show you later. you can see on both sides here. So they did a nice job with that. Going now to his thighs, he has swivel thigh joints. A little stiff, not too bad, but that's good for display purposes or animating if you do that, like myself. His legs move nicely up and down. They're not stiff like some of the older elites were. So Mattel really did a good job fixing that issue. Here we have his rubber knee pads that restrict his knee movement a little bit. However, you could bend his knees on both legs like this. So that's always good. Looks good to me. Now going down to his boots, which are pretty detailed. They put swivel joints on his boots so you could pose them easier that way. As you could see on the boots, it says Jericho going down both sides. And then on the sides you have the stripes along with the dotted design. So that's pretty neat. They put all the detail on his boots there. He also has ankle joints, but this is where one of my other complaints come in with recent elites in general, is that the ankles are extremely stiff. As you can see, I can't even really move it, and I'm not going to force it because I don't want to break him. So I know lots of people would complain that the ankles were too loose, but now they're too stiff. So I feel bad for Mattel that they'll never win with getting it right. So hopefully they fix it down the line. But yeah, let's go back now to his coat. As you can see, it's very detailed. You got the designs going around all sides of it. And I believe those dots glow in the dark as well. I'm not sure yet. But he has perforated designs here on the arms. And these larger dots here on both arms are the dots that glow in the dark, or are supposed to glow in the dark. So hopefully they actually work, as we'll find out later. But another cool detail while just looking at him right out of the box is that they even put the tattoo on his hand. So that's really neat, that all the little minor details that they put into it that just make the figure that much more special. So it's pretty cool. Now I'm going to take him out of the jacket and show you him without it. Alright guys, here we have the Elite Series 20 Chris Jericho out of the package. And out of his jacket that's made out of rubber. Before I get started, I just want to tell you that his jacket is a real pain to get off. I actually had to boil water for about 5 minutes and stick him in the water with his jacket on to weaken the plastic enough that I could pull his arms out of the jacket without actually ripping the jacket, as I'll show you what to be careful on the jacket after I show you the rest of the detail on him. So let's take a look at him first. This is him up close without the jacket on. He's very plain, but Chris Jericho is a pretty plain guy. I think someone said he might have some new tattoos. I'm not as familiar with him, so I could be lying. I'm not sure. But what I wanted to show you really was the designs on his tights. On the front it says Jericho and has the red and silver dots on the front going along the sides, and then on the back it says Best in the World with more of the red and silver design. So it's pretty cool. He has the typical ball jointed shoulders that all the elites have, the chest joint as I pointed out earlier, the elbow joints, the swivel shoulder bicep joint, he has a swivel wrist joint, and then a joint there in the wrist so you could bend it up and down. So other than that, yeah, he just has his basic wrist tape. And then, as I showed you before, I might be able to see better now. The camera will focus. There you go. He has a tattoo on his hand, which is pretty cool that Mattel put that on there. So, yeah, that's a pretty good look at the Elite 20 Jericho. Now, I will show you his jacket. So, looking at his jacket, it's made out of hard rubber. It's not as hard as some of the original coats and things that came with the beginning elites like the Edge figure, Undertaker, where it's a huge pain to get them out. It's a thinner rubber. As you can see, it's much more flimsy, which I thought would be easier to get him out of, but because the arms are like this, it's hard to bend his arms back like this to pull him out. So what I wanted to show you is that right here there's a split, and I guess supposedly all the Jericho figures come with that split, which is kind of weird. I'm not sure why, but be very careful when you're trying to pull them out, because you'll be ripping that split more, if you could see that there. So like I said before, just boil some water and put them in that way if you can. It's a safer route rather than having a huge fight with his jacket trying to take him out. So yeah, but what's cool about the jacket is all the dots that do glow in the dark, as I'll show you in a second. So that's pretty cool, so check that out. And yeah, that's my review on the Elite Series 20 Chris Jericho figure. Look for a new Wrestling Figure Wednesday video next Wednesday. And also be sure to check out Figure Friday as well for more wrestling and other action figure reviews. So thanks for watching, and I'll see you guys next week.